Welcome to your first forecast. It is brought to you by Store at Home. Looking outside right now, it is a beautiful summer-like day when it is actually almost the end of the first week of October. Temperatures are just got down to 86, but we were seeing that high of 90 today. Lots of sunshine, and even that feels like is up into the high 80s, seeing a feel like of 89 degrees. We're seeing that there was a possibility to maybe see some stray showers, and if you look closely, it does look like there are some showers that are just trying to pop up, but looking like majority of the heavier showers and storms that will be more likely through the evening will be staying off to the south, and Alexandria for the most part should be staying dry. Maybe some increase in the clouds as we track through the rest of this evening and into tonight, but looking like we should be staying dry, and temperatures got up to the 90s today, seeing a high of 91. We'll continue to see these temperatures staying to the 90s, but some more chance for rain for your weekend. We'll take a look at that full forecast here shortly. You're watching the news.
Welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. If you drive by First United Methodist Church in Alexandria, you'll see a lot of orange because, well, the yearly pumpkin patch is back. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has our story.
The Great Pumpkin Patch is back, just in time for fall. It's located across from First United Methodist Church in Alexandria and has attracted Cenla residents for many years. For fall photo sessions, to purchase pumpkins for decorating, and more.
You're welcome to come out and take pictures anytime. We've had sorority girls come out and take pictures, families. You also can call preschools, kindergarten classes can come and do field trips.
But the church's main purpose for the pumpkin patch is to raise money for youth ministry projects.
It started about 1996, 97 with their youth group and youth parents. So it was completely youth and youth parent led. And it's evolved a lot since then. It's have been just youth. Some Sunday schools picked it up. The different organizations from the church picked it up. So this year, again, we're focusing mostly on youth and church youth and children fundraising, and focusing on that.
The pumpkins come from Pumpkin Patch Fundraisers, an organization that grows different kinds of pumpkins on a Navajo reservation in New Mexico. And a large portion of the proceeds from the pumpkin sales goes back to helping the community in New Mexico that provides the pumpkins.
They work with a Navajo Nation, and they employ over 700, I believe it was 700 Native Americans during the harvest time, and then also throughout the year during off season. They employ Native Americans, which in their community, there's a 42% unemployment rate. So a lot of the proceeds that we get from the pumpkin patch, majority goes back to the Pumpkin Patch Fundraiser Company, and it goes back to the New Mexico town in Farmington town.
The pumpkin patch will be open until the end of October. You can visit the First United Methodist Church of Alexandria website for more information. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
Rapids deputies say they arrested a Pineville man for criminal trespass thanks to alert neighbors in the Village Green subdivision. He's 23-year-old Jacory Demui Jr. He's also charged with resisting an officer and possession of an illegal firearm. Alexandria police made 3 arrests while on a burglary patrol in the area of Castle Road and Snow White, all on drug charges. They are 32-year-old Demetris King, 26-year-old Torion Dotson, and 28-year-old Tarnisha Thompson, all of Alexandria. Alexandria police arrest a homeless woman for trespassing and drugs. 41-year-old Angela Carter was found in a vacant home on Lisa. Officers say she had pills and other drugs when taken into custody. Alexandria police say they have solved a vehicle break-in that happened to a hospital employee back in late August. 29-year-old Justin Sigler of Dry Prom was tracked down after detectives used surveillance video. A DeVille teen is arrested by Alexandria police for beating up a victim on Toria Drive. Police say 17-year-old Tristan Dearmont knocked the victim unconscious and caused a bone fracture. That teen is charged with battery. Rapids deputies arrested a teen for a break-in in the Tioga area on Wells Road. He is 17-year-old Kennedy Green of Pineville. He's also charged with criminal damage. Deputies say electronics were taken in that burglary. And Alexandria police have arrested 2 men for allegedly trying to break into vehicles in the parking lot of a South MacArthur restaurant. 19-year-old Don Torrey Owens of Alexandria and 38-year-old Jason Kirkland of Provençal were taken into custody after witnesses ID'd them to police. Inglewood Farms is offering something amazing this year. Its first ever corn maze. ABC 31 Char Thomas stopped by for an exclusive tour.
Earlier today, coordinator of the Inglewood Corn Maze, Ryan Garrett, took me on an exclusive tour of the maze. There is no doubt that I could complete the task in less than 30 minutes. Now, I'm told that it takes about 35 to 40 minutes to complete both sides. But first-time goers told Garrett that it can be done in 10 minutes, which was hard for him to believe.
Well, too, I kind of think it might have just been some little boys trying to impress me or whoever was standing next to me or something like that. So they told me 10 minutes. I don't think it can be done. We have one way that's shorter, one way that's longer, so the time maybe varies a little bit between them both.
If you are bad with navigating, there are other options in addition to the maze. Horseback rides, vegetable slingshots, jumpers, face painting, and food vendors will all be available. The maze will be open from 4 to 9 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for 6 weeks. For more information, visit Inglewood Farms' Facebook page. Char Thomas, ABC 31 News.
Last month, Huckleberry Brewing Company held the first ever Benjamin Fest, a benefit event created to support a scholarship fund for performing arts at LSUA in honor of a former musician, Ben Rujo. Last night, the staff of Huckleberry invited members of the LSUA Foundation to the brewery for a check presentation. The foundation was presented with $5,000 for the scholarship fund. Ben Rujo was a longtime friend of Huckleberry Brewing Company owner Jacob Wilson. He passed away in January of 2017 from cancer. The Cenla Chamber of Commerce will be hosting several events this month. President Deborah Randolph has the details.
Information for folks to learn, and in this instance we have one coming up on October 18th at the Hotel Bentley, and it will feature the Commanding General of the JRTC and Fort Polk, General Patrick Frank. Will speak, and he'll provide a great update on what's going on at Fort Polk.
Of course, Fort Polk is such an important part of our economy here in central Louisiana, so it's good to stay plugged in. It's an opportunity to get out and network with other business people. It's an opportunity to find out what's going on at Fort Polk and visit the historic Bentley.
Absolutely, I know the General's excited about being there, and has been briefed and has already visited the Hotel Bentley once. And we're looking forward to hosting that luncheon there. And this is a really dynamic commanding general who's very focused on working with the surrounding communities.
And for more information on events hosted by the Chamber, you can visit their website at cenlawchamber.org/events. Well, it is out with the old and in with the new at LSU, as the university prepares to demolish old dormitory buildings and replace them with some new ones. WBRZ's Bess Casserly has the story.
Dirty Herg, Herghetto.
Nicknames for Herget Hall that have endured time may soon only be found in the history books, as it's set to be demolished.
We decided that instead of trying to renovate those buildings, it was time for them to be replaced.
Herget will be one of 6 dorms coming down in the next 6 years.
The buildings that were built in the 60s, they were basically designed on the premise of a very inexpensive, very little amenities for students. They were built for maximum efficiency and maximum occupancy, and not for student needs.
On the east side of campus, Herget, Miller, McVoy, and Acadian will be demolished. Across campus in the northwest corner, Broussard and Kirby Smith. Kirby Smith is already being replaced, though it still stands, by Spruce Hall directly in front of it.
Students today, they want a little bit more, so we have gone now to a suite style where we have 4 students usually share a suite with a private bath. We build amenities because we know it's important for academic success.
To keep up with LSU's plan to increase student enrollment by 5,000 in the same time frame, the old dorms will be replaced with 4 new buildings near the UREC, a move most Herget residents approve of.
I think it's like a good idea. Like, I mean, yeah, it has good memories, but like, I went to like Cypress and like, it's really nice compared to this. Like, I feel like I kind of got like the short end of the stick, I guess.
It may officially be fall, but warm temperatures don't always reflect the season so much. That can create problems for plants during the transition. According to LSU Ag Center horticulturist Dan Gill, it's important to select cool season bedding plants that can also take the heat.
October is a transitional month in Louisiana. We're moving away from the torrid heat of summer to the milder weather conditions of fall. But October can still be warm. We can hit temperatures in the 80s very easy. Now in October we begin to plant cool season bedding plants. These are the bedding plants that love chilly temperatures, tolerate freezes during winter, and bloom from the fall all the way into the spring for us. They're well worth planting this time of the year. But here in early October you have to choose those that are more heat tolerant. I've got some great choices for you here. Now later on in October and in November you can plant all the cool season bedding plants once it gets reliably cool. But for right now, think about planting snapdragons. They tolerate the heat quite well. They bloom beautifully this time of the year through the fall. They're dwarf types that stay under a foot and taller types that are great for cutting as well. So many colors in snapdragons and a really diverse group of plants with many different heights as well. And these bloom gorgeous in the spring. The dianthus, there are many kinds of dianthus. This is a little short growing bedding dianthus, but there are types that get much taller. Choose these dianthuses. They're very hardy. They bloom through the fall, the winter, and into the spring, and a really great choice for your cool season gardens. Alyssum has great heat tolerance as well. So for early October you can plant alyssum, a low growing plant that's great for the front of flower beds, draping over the sides of containers, gorgeous honey-like fragrance as well. And then finally petunias. The flower power of petunias is remarkable, and they are really a great plant. Hardy down to around 20 degrees. They're quite reliable in South Louisiana for putting out in the fall and blooming all the way till spring. So think about beginning to add some cool season bedding plants to your gardens now for gorgeous color through our long cool season. Forget it growing. I'm Dan Gill with the LSU Ag Center.
And for more information, you can visit the website on your screen.
Welcome back. What we can be expecting as we do move into the next couple of days is tomorrow's still going to be another beautiful day. Lots of sunshine, above average temperatures, but then we are going to see that we'll have some increasing chances for some rain over the weekend, seeing that thunderstorms, nothing looking severe, just a lot of that moisture that's coming up from the south is going to be able to make some convection and create some possible thunderstorms throughout the area. Not as much sunshine over the weekend, but still going to feel pretty sticky though as well, as it's going to be a lot of that tropical air moving up, as there is a low pressure system in the Gulf that may be moving in and organizing that will allow for some maybe moisture to move on in, making it feel more humid. Right now, even that we're having that dew point at 69 degrees, so when we have it a little bit higher in those 60s and 70s, more moisture means more humidity, so we'll continue to see that move around, and seeing that those temperatures got up to the 90s today across much of Louisiana, seeing that just really above the 90s, and then those feel-like temperatures reached 102 in Alexandria, and even across the board seeing 100s, 101 in Lafayette, 103 in Monroe. So these temperatures are just feeling like crazy temperatures. There's lots of sunshine out there. Those winds are staying fairly light right now, and then all of that moisture allowing to warm out the air to make it feel even more uncomfortable outside. Showers were maybe possible for the night, and you see that they're very scattered, but majority of them did stay off to the southwest, and we'll continue to see that majority of them will be in that region, but still that slight chance to see some showers throughout your evening tonight, and then we'll see the stronger possibilities will be this weekend. Lows tonight will only get down to 71, still feeling pretty humid overnight, but staying fairly clear, just a cloud here and there. And then tomorrow, another beautiful day, potentially to get up to 93 degrees in Alexandria, 91 in Marksville, Walters at 92. So these temperatures are feeling fairly warm, not feeling a lot like summer when those averages are around 83 for this time of the year. And well, I mean, with us being so south, it is average to see these temperatures stay a little bit more warm, but it is the feel-like temperatures are what are crazy, as we have that potential to get up yet again to those triple digits for tomorrow, as we'll have plenty of sunshine. We'll again see that chance for spotty or afternoon showers, but majority of them staying off to the southwest yet again, and there's that humidity that will be bringing up into the valley and up the Mississippi Valley as well. That will bring in heat for even much of the southern parts of the Midwest as well, and we'll be seeing those impacts tomorrow. But then here's those chances for some storms. So seeing that Saturday and Sunday, not seeing as much sunshine, those temperatures staying under the 90s, but still feeling fairly humid outside, which will create some of those storms, and majority of them staying in the evening hours, but still going to have those possibilities. Then as we even move into next week, another stormy week ahead of us. Tuesday is looking like the only dry day next week. Temperatures stay under those 90s, but still lots of chances for some storms. Back to you, Scott.
A Minnesota dog is showing off some spinning skills, and it's all caught on video. The dog was caught spinning around in the living room to "You Spin Me Around." The dog's owner, Hannah Steffer, tweeted the video of her pooch with the tune of Float Ride is in the background, and she captioned the hilarious clip, "I think my dog is broken."
Gosh, I haven't heard that song in a very long time, first off, so that's just funny to like hear that song and then this dog just doing its own little thing on its own world. It is so funny. We'll take one last look at our forecast, though. Looking like this weekend's maybe a little bit rainier, seeing some scattered storms possible starting as early as Friday night and then moving into Saturday and Sunday, as it looks like a lot of moisture and even a low pressure system may be moving into the Gulf. And then next week, also another stormy one. Temperatures are going to try to break those 80s, but still going to feel a little bit humid outside and keep that summer feel around.
All right, thanks, Alyssa. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.